From the coastal wonders of Vancouver Island to the remote wilderness of the northern reaches, Flying Floats opens up a whole new world of possibilities. Touching down on hidden lakes and remote inlets, you'll witness nature's untouched beauty from a perspective reserved for the lucky few. Skies Magazine had the incredible opportunity to travel to Langley, BC, to witness the passion and determination of those seeking to conquer both the skies and the water. But it's not just about the awe-inspiring landscapes. The aviation community in British Columbia is as vibrant as the scenery itself. You'll meet skilled pilots who have mastered the art of water landings and takeoffs as they share their passion for this unique flying experience. So fasten your seatbelts, put on your headsets, and join us as we dive into the enchanting world of flying floats in beautiful British Columbia. Okay guys, I'm super excited because today I'm at Fort Langley Air and I'm gonna get my float rating. There's a lot of value that comes with getting a float rating at Fort Langley Air. Aside from flying the aircraft itself, you're flying in mountainous terrain where winds are changing in every valley, and you have to be really aware of your surroundings as well as the capabilities of your aircraft. Fort Langley Air is actually located along the Fraser River, so you're going to experience maneuvering your aircraft through changing currents as well. There's a lot of value in that too. So lakes, rivers, and seas, they really prepare you for all of it, and that's why I was so excited to get my rating there. I'm about to sit down with their flight instructor, Tegan Owens, for a flight briefing before we make our way out there.
We'll cover taxiing, sailing, docking, we'll do beaching, try to find some glassy water, some rough water, all the different kinds of conditions. Yeah. So float planes, we have the step, which is kind of on the back side of the float, and it's where we get the plane up so we can build up speed and eventually take off. There's the least amount of drag, you don't have the water kind of gripping onto the floats, not plowing through the water. So without that stuff, it's really hard for us to take off. When we do get on the step, there's a sweet spot, and it just feels really good when you're on it. If your nose is too far forward, you'll start porpoising and you'll feel the dig, and it doesn't feel very good. You'll feel the plane kind of slow down and kind of catch. If you're too far back, you'll start skipping across the water, and that also doesn't feel very good. And you'll feel the plane kind of slow down and start to skip. So if you feel one of those feelings, you just kind of release or add a little bit of pressure, and you find that sweet spot and just kind of hold it there. And then eventually she'll just fly off the water whenever she's ready. Area check. Since we don't have anyone controlling our runway, we can get debris or boats or anything can kind of float in or come into our runway. So I'll make sure my area is clear. I make sure there's no boats, no debris. I'm not going to fly into a mountain. Going into the wind or whatever else you need for your area check. You can also include an overshoot or a no-go rejection point. So if you got off the water by a certain point, you can pull the power and go back and try again. So just general area check. I'll make sure the mixture is rich for takeoff, and the prop is full fine for takeoff. Flaps, I'll do a normal takeoff. I'll make sure they're at 20, and you can check cowl flaps, closed or open, or whatever you need. Rudder, once you've got your clearance and you're ready to take off, water rudder up, and then stick the yoke all the way back, and then you're ready to take off.
Awesome. So we got masters on, we got carb heat is cold, mags on both, mixture is rich, prop is full fine, and circuit breakers are all in, and then flaps to, oh god, that was aggressive, 2 notches of flap, and then I think that's good. Yeah, that's perfect. So you can turn us around. Full power. Perfect. So you got that. First racer, second racer, and find that sweet spot. It'll be a little bit harder to find when it's rougher. You just kind of have to find the spot that's like best stuff. So slightly nose down, just a touch. Yeah, right there. Beautiful. Oh, and then nose down just to get more airspeed. Get some airspeed, and you can go 24, 24 whenever you're happy. He's told me, when you beach a plane, you want to drive the plane into the beach the same speed you drive the car into a wall. Oh, so cool. I don't have experience in that, but so even right about here, I would maybe pull the power entirely. Yeah, pull the power entirely as we get a little bit closer. We've got a little bit of wind, so I'd leave the power on a bit longer, but you could actually mags off. Mags off. Ah. Nice. Hey.
In order to complete the float rating, I'll need 7 hours of training, 5 of which will be with an instructor. And then once they find that I'm competent in flying safely, they'll send me off for solos, and I'll do 5 solo takeoffs and landings.
Hello, my name is Tegan. I've been flying floats with Fort Langley Air since 2018. I started flying floats because of the adventure side of it, the outside, the mountains and the lakes. No 2 float flights are the same, so that kind of drew me to it. We're recording, awesome. So Tegan and I just landed this beautiful 180. Do I have it right? It's 180, perfect. This beautiful 180 on this beach, and we beached it, which was not as hard as I expected it to be. And we didn't get our feet wet, which was awesome. A number of successful landings. They were pretty good, if I can say so myself. And next, what are we doing? We're gonna head over to Alouette Lake. Yeah. And we're gonna try to find some glacier water so we can do some skipping stones, some kind of step taxi practice, and some practice on some common water. Awesome. What is skipping stones? So you know when you skip a stone and it does that down the lake? We're gonna do that with our airplane. Amazing! Land and take off, and land and take off, and land and take off. Amazing. Yeah. Let's go do it.
We're gonna do skipping stones. Okay. So it's a little bit rough, but I think it'll be fine. Basically, we're just gonna land and take off going that way. The biggest thing is try to keep the attitude the same and just control the plane with the power. So full power takeoff, reduce power to 12 inches, and land us again. If you feel a big sink, add some power, soften the sink. Once we touch down, you can add full power takeoff, reduce power, land us, stop the sink, down gently, and then we'll just do that. All right. Lots better keeping a straight line, and try to hold the attitude the same. Just when you add power and take power away, the pitch will want to change, but just kind of try to make the plane do what you want it to do. Yeah, that's right. Alright. Beautiful. Yeah, now power and take off again. Okay, I'm up. Yeah, and you can bring that power back and bring us down again and land. Nice, bring that nose up just a touch. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Power, take off again. There we go, there's my 80. Perfect. More power. So you can find that landing attitude here, so nose up a bit more. More. Right about there. Perfect. And when you feel the sink, add some breath. Got a look at smirk on the water. Coming up here. Add a touch of power, just a touch. There, and power to idle. Nice, that was good. Yeah, good job. You know what's so funny? It was choppier earlier, so I guess I was just expecting a different feeling when we landed. Yeah, that was awesome. Perfect. Tower Juliet to Victor on the water. Juliet to Victor Tower.
Day 1 of float training was an absolute dream. Thanks for joining us for part 1 of the Wings Over Water series with Fort Langley Air. Stay tuned for part 2 where we talk to Chief Pilot Andy Blacker and I fly the plane solo. See you then.